Hey everyone, I'm wolfpupKG, and today I want to address something that I feel like is very important, but I've failed to talk about since I've come back. Which, I mean, I know it hasn't been very long since I've been back, but this is something pretty big that, occurred, and I haven't really talked about it yet. I think it was around June that I moved out of my house. So for about 5 months, I was living at my friend's house. For a while, I'd been looking at ways to get out of my house because, for various reasons, I keep saying that, but I don't really want to go into detail about what drove me to move out of my house, but, people around have said that it was significant reasons, and not just, oh, I'm 17, I can do this because I live in Missouri, No, it was actually, good reasons. During the summer, after I had a talk with Child Services, I decided that I was going to move out of my house. And so I turned to a couple of my friends, and I was, asking around. I ended up living with one of my friends. Her name's Ryan. And I lived with her mom and her 2 brothers, and her boyfriend was there most of the time, but yeah. While I was living there, I would pay rent, and it wasn't very much because we were friends and stuff, and her mom knew that, I needed to get out of the house. And, so, at the end of every month I would pay rent, and I didn't end up actually doing anything. I thought I would get out more and, go to other people's houses and have fun, because my parents have always been pretty sheltering of me, and they wouldn't let me go out and do things. Like, I hadn't ever been to a sleepover before I moved out. And now, still, I haven't really gone to a party that's a sleepover yet, but I've been to other people's houses and stayed the night at other people's houses, which I had never done before, prior to moving out. And so, instead of, going out and having fun and, going to parties, there ended up being one party at her house, and instead of actually joining in and, drinking alcohol and stuff, I just went into the room that Rayanne and I shared, and I just sat there. I thought, I have to go to work tomorrow, I don't want to be part of this, I don't like this rowdy crowd, and I'm just going to sit in here and, not participate. So yeah, but yeah, I thought I would, get out more and do things, go have fun with friends, but instead I just did what I usually did, and I would stay at Rayanne's house and I'd do my homework, and then I'd go to work. That was the only time that I left, and then I'd go to bed. If I was up out and about doing other things, I was either on the phone with Stuart, or I was, doing laundry. I did a lot of Rayanne's laundry, and I would, change all the laundry stuff, and I'd do my laundry no one else ever did my laundry. I always did mine. And then the others, if I had time, I would just, rotate stuff, take stuff out of the baskets, put stuff in the new baskets, fold it up so that they could put it away, and stuff like that. And Rayanne's, I would put hers away, and, take it up to our room and put her stuff away. I rearranged her closet. I did all that, but that was about it. I mean, then I would always just do the dishes. I didn't have to be asked. I'd just go in the other room, or go in the kitchen, do the dishes, and that'd be about it. And I wouldn't really leave the room besides to do that, and I just was who I am here, which is a very calm, low-maintenance person. And so that's really all I did. I would watch TV with her brother Ethan a lot, and other than that, I didn't really do much. I was literally just paying to get away from my parents, and that was it. It was just a place to sleep, and then I did chores and paid money in return. And I brought home food from the grocery store, because when food goes out of date, or if something breaks, then I take that home. And so I was giving them food and money and services in exchange for just a place to sleep and a ride to and from work, because I didn't have my own car yet. And so I ended up buying my own car in October, and I went and visited Stuart again. And then I promptly sold the car afterwards because it wasn't a good car. And then after that I moved back in with my parents because I just couldn't afford rent anymore. Amy wanted to raise the rent, which I didn't really understand why, but, you know, I was just going to roll with it and figure out my budget, which how I was going to pay for insurance, which is very high for a 17-year-old, as well as rent, you know, the raised rent. And I ended up just deciding, you know, I'm going to move back in with my parents. And so now I've been here, and my parents don't say mean things to me anymore. My dad's been, you know, more controlling of him. He controls himself better. And, yeah, things have just been a lot better. They've been looking up now. And so, yeah, I think if you're thinking about moving out of your house at a young age, you should really weigh your options and plan out what you're going to do if you do move out. Because there are things that you're going to have to pay for. And if you don't have a job or something, then you better have a really good friend or whatever that you're going to move in with, because no one's going to rent an apartment to you because you're 17, and a contract, you can't legally bind yourself into a contract. And you can't buy a car from a dealership because you're 17. And in Missouri, it's legal to move out at 17. But you're bound by a lot of things like that. So, you know, it's really hard, and you've got to work your way around a lot of stupid stuff. So yeah, you guys have a great day. That's all. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching wolfpupKG. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to me. So yeah.